All right, hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And Panda's with us today. Yes. And we're on The Boys, episode 4 of season 1. So last time, basically, the ending was definitely them finding the body, right? Finding the body of Translucent in the ocean.
Loaded Translucent in the zinc-lined box so that
yes.
She can't be seen.
And then there was the whole discovery of Compound V.
Yeah.
And
which is like steroids for soups.
Yes, which this A-Train was using.
Yeah, to make sure that he stayed on top in his running race.
Yes, he had to beat I forget the other guy's name at this point, but and then they were surveilling his girlfriend, Popclaw, who butt squished a guy. And she didn't mean it, but she did, and so now they're going to use that to kind of get her to reveal what the Compound V is, because she's also jacked on that too, which is why she crushed that dude's face with her butt. And Starlight and Hughie met in the locker room, and then they went for like a little coffee or something, and she gave him her number.
Coffee date.
Yeah, that was after she kind of saw that sexy uniform that she didn't want to wear, which I don't blame her for, because it was like, yeah, it was basically like, look at my body.
Oh yeah, totally. That was like, like the PR guys sold her a bunch of bullshit backstory.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose of it was just to show her, a uniform that shows more TNA.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's see what some people who watched our reaction said. Greg Amore said Anthony Starr as Homelander puts in the most incredible acting performances ever. His range is amazing. Yeah, he's really good. The actor of Homelander creeps me out when he's loving the milk.
Yeah.
He plays his character like right on this edge. And you never know which way he's gonna go.
Yeah, so he's on in 1 minute he's kind of a Captain America.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, he's looking through walls at a woman milking herself and
and giving
excited,
angry looks to a baby.
Or murdering people in unpredictable ways, and upsetting his boss and corporate overlord.
McLeland says, TV shows used to be about keeping people in front of the screens to sell ads, so you get a lot of filler episodes and fluff. The Boys don't need to do that, so it doesn't have content that just is there to fill out the runtime. Yeah, it's pretty packed. Everything it has is there for a reason, which I really like. So, yeah, it's got good writing. Just me. Whatever it is you think about this show, just forget about it. This show is the very definition of batshit crazy. And it only gets crazier from here. Believe it or not, the comics are even worse. They are vile, but they can only put so much on TV. I'm ready for season 3.
Well, I guess that's quite the pitch there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, I haven't read the comics, which I mentioned in a reply. But yeah, there was a lot of gross. There's been a lot of gross. I'm kind of handling it, but yeah, I'm not really good with a lot of gross stuff. But boy, yeah, this skirts the line of decent sometimes. Fatty A. It's a good thing Hughie did not run into Popclaw's room. He would have been splashed in the remains for the 3rd episode in a row. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I was surprised he wasn't splashed in remains this past episode. I thought that was actually going to be a theme. And O'Keefe757, who calls the first 3 episodes the slow ones? Somebody did. Back in episode 1, I think, or 2, they just said, oh, these people call these ones the slow ones because I guess it gets even crazier after that. So we're off of the 3 episodes now. We're into apparently the fast ones.
I'm a little scared.
I'm scared too. So yeah. Anyway, let's get busy with the next episodes. Oh, yikes.
Well, it's got the full scope there.
It's got everything. 18 plus. Okay. I don't know, he looks different, so this must be in the past, right? Because he has a beard right now.
Cool.
Hi, puppy.
And sex in front of the dog.
Does he still have the dog? Okay, now I'm concerned about the dog. Where is it? What happened to it?
Speaking of which, I haven't seen translucent around anywhere. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Cunt's invisible. He could be standing in that fucking corner, popping one out right now for all we know. Or you and your dearly departed landlord are going to find yourselves on Pornhub in the fatal cunnilingus section.
You son of a bitch!
So true. They have huge guns, man.
Well, I think they're just normal sized guns.
Well, no, not those guys' guns. The Filipino guys' guns. They're like this big.
They look like normal sized guns to me.
No, those are handguns. We're talking.
Frenchie, come on, let's go. Check these boxes.
There's someone in there.
Come on, Frenchie.
Yeah, let her out.
Oh, damn it, Frenchie. What?
Who is she? Oh, she's a soup. Oh, yes. Oh. Oh, jeez, dude.
She's not a bad person. She's a soup.
Uh-oh.
Hughie.
Here's the issue we now have. No, she's not like the rest of them. Not at all.
Not yet.
No,
Okay,
hopefully
we're
she
not
won't
gonna
be.
Cover this up forever.
Oh, she's pretty gross right now.
Patty, special deal.
Oh, Lord.
The hilarious Dolphins Ahoy extravaganza starring.
Figured we would have kind of addressed that.
No, they already killed that guy.
There you go, just relax.
Great.
So now you like wreck the controls and this plane is going to crash.
He's awful. He could have taken a whole bunch of them by now.
That's the same
Yeah.
nail varnish.
He's looking for it, yeah. So she obviously was there at some point in time.
Mhm.
She probably worked there.
All right, platforms. Ground floor, I'll take upstairs. Whoever pings it, get onto Frenchie and stick with it till we use the gas, all right?
Well, she's walking around with bloodstained footprints. Can't be too hard.
Yeah,
to
she's
follow.
walking around in pajama pants with like crap all over her feet.
And she's like saw the same thing.
Yeah, it was in
In
her
the
cell,
cell.
yeah. Oh my god.
The girlfriend. He's definitely got some mental health problems.
Uh-huh.
When they're apart, they're absolute fucking rubbish. But you put them together, they're the goddamn fucking Spice Girls.
Well, that was moving.
How do you know so much about the Spice Girls?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. The point is...
Okay. Yeah. I mean, let's just focus on the escape first, and we can talk about that some other time.
I think that Porpoise is kind of into him.
What means your promise?
No, no!
Oh, no! Oh my god!
They squashed the dolphin.
Oh, I can't! She's
Good-
really not, you
Good
know,
job, Deep.
you're kind of suspicious, lady. You're really dirty. What is she doing? She's running straight at a subway. Oh no, it's A-Train. Dang it. Oh god! He's killing her.
Frenchie, forget it, mate. She's fucked.
Good, she laughed. I thought she was dead.
Can we take a selfie? Oh, sure, absolutely. I can take one too.
Good job, Frenchie.
Very soon, my friend, whoever did this to us will hear from all of us.
Oh, great. He's doing his George Bush imitation.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
All right. So, well, there was some really horrible moments in that episode. Homelander definitely leaving all the people on the plane to die. That was a really horrible one.
I don't think there was no accidental word choice in that speech that Homelander gave at the end, which
No.
mirrors George Bush's post 9/11 speech, and which began an illegal war.
Well, that just leads to the controversy that always has surrounded 9/11 by conspiracy theorists.
I know it's not just that; it's the actual legitimate
Well, I know that was
invasion of a
her.
foreign
Well, I
country
know that.
didn't have anything to do with 9/11.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh, and one of the most horrible things for me was the Deep was trying to save some abused dolphins from Oceanland
Yeah.
in the middle of the dark, and he slammed on his brakes, and his dolphin friend went flying out the window and then got run over by some semi just running through. What was that semi doing there? It was like a warehouse yard. Suddenly a semi runs over the dolphin. It was pretty horrible. And I thought there were 2 dolphins at Oceanland. How come he only rescued one?
Well, this one.
This one had the hots for him, and
Yeah,
I'm not
dug
too
him,
sure
yeah.
what that was going on. He was like, we can't talk about that right now. I was disturbed by all of that.
Yep.
But part of me was happy that the Deep was showing some kind of like compassion, because he really wanted to save these dolphins, but he still had to do the commercial
But he's
for
an idiot.
Oceanland. And yeah, he screwed things up, which it was pretty horrible. So that dolphin is dead, and that really sucks. And then following Compound V, the team,
Yep. The Spice Girls.
the Spice Girls,
They ended up releasing this crazed,
Japanese lady.
from, I think she's Filipino.
No, I don't think she is. I'm pretty sure she was watching Japanese videos. That's what is said underneath. It was like Japanese music playing. No, her captors were definitely Filipino. I don't think she was. I think she was Japanese or something. She'd been trafficked over, and then like forced to work at this nail salon.
Mm-hmm.
So she ended up with in a cage with these guys who were trafficking Compound V.
The Spice Girls let her out.
Well, Frenchie let her out. Frenchie felt like she was being captive, which she was, but she was some superhuman strength lady who just ended up killing all the Filipino guys and then went on the run, killing the lady who owned the nail shop, and then ending up at a station to take a train.
Yeah, she wants to get back home, and Frenchie has a backstory.
Yes.
He was taken captive as a child by his dad and wouldn't get released, so he's trying to reach her with this story.
Tortured, yeah.
And so...
We already know his dad tried to kill him with a Hello Kitty comforter. Remember? That was another piece. So Frenchie felt really sorry for her.
Mm-hmm.
She sort of was nice to him for a sec, but then she fled. And then he tried to talk her down at the station, but that didn't work. So she ended up being gassed.
Yeah, he resorted to the hell thing.
Yeah, so... and Milkman is like giving us more information on Mallory, saying that if Frenchie had followed instructions, then Mallory's grandchildren wouldn't have been targeted. I guess they burnt them or lit them on fire. I can't remember what he said. It was pretty horrible. Something happened to Mallory's grandchildren. We still don't know who Mallory is. He was on a date with Starlight, and he was supposed to bug her phone.
Which he ultimately did.
He did when he saw the ghost of Rose watching him. And so he felt like he had to on her behalf. Because he doesn't really believe that Starlight is a bad person.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing is...
She's
not bad, and neither really is Maeve. I think Maeve is just like Starlight. And she really doesn't like Homelander, and she really didn't like the fact that he wasn't going to just take them off the plane one by one. His plan was to make the plane go down and then blame the military for not being fast enough to save them.
Well,
that if he had been there, they would have been safe, which he was.
That's the plan he had to come up with after he laser beamed all the controls on the aircraft, making it and getting the pilot killed. So there was no way to now save these people anymore.
I don't think he was going to save them.
I think he was. I think they weren't. Yes, he was. I think he was intending to save it, make it a big publicity stunt. And then he went and, forgetting the fourth terrorist in the cockpit, then he went to try and, use his laser beams to kill the terrorist and ended up wiping out the instrument panel and the controls for the plane. So now, and the pilot's dead.
He could have taken them off the plane.
No, he couldn't have.
Yes, he could have.
123 times here. It's not going to work.
Well, he could have saved some of them.
Yeah, well, that's...
Start with the children.
That's not going to work anymore because now they know. They
knew. They knew that
he was
leaving them behind. And Maeve tried to take the girl and her mother, and he refused to take her.
So at this point now, they all need to die because they can't find out that the superheroes failed. And they're their cause of their demise.
But they don't know the superheroes were the cause of the crash. They just thought that the plane was just going down. I mean... They didn't know that. They could have been like, Homelander saved as many of us as he could. I thought he could hold the plane up a la Superman, but apparently he needs something to stand on.
Something to work on.
Yeah, so he was like, I can't do that. There's nothing to stand on. And she's like, well, then take each one off. It's like 132 times. She's like, well, at least try. Like, I'm sorry, what? So he just left. The plane went down. Then everything washed up on shore, and he was all like, rah, rah. If only the military used us, then we would be in the chain of command, and none of this would have happened. Actually, it all would have been just as... If they had been in the chain of command, it'd still be the same.
They have their own motives for wanting to get into the military, into the chain of command. That's clear. This was a way to kind of make that happen by saving all these people, and then no one would dare to vote against their bill. But now he's, so of course Milk Lady came up with an excellent story, to use the tragedy to also motivate. As we got
Did
the George
she come
Bush
up with that story?
Absolutely, she came up with that story. There's no way.
You don't think he did?
There's no way Homelander came up with that story on his own. Not a hope. That's got her written all over it. So she's twisting that tragedy to basically, further her own objectives. Kind of the same thing that happened after 9/11.
Okay, well, we won't get too political with that. But we will say that, so basically Homelander is the one that is getting... What does Black Noir do? Seriously.
I haven't seen Black Noir.
Not in a bit, but Translucent's dead. There's Homelander, who's clearly a jerk. Maeve, who's like, okay, we could have saved some people. Same with Starlight. A-Train, who was trying to kill that Japanese lady.
He's trying to find out. I think he was trying to capture her so he could figure out, what's happening with the Compound V. The relationship between that girl and the Compound V and that stuff remains to be determined here.
Oh, that's true. We don't know what's going on with that.
Like, somehow that's related because they all ended up in this place together, all in that little dungeon.
Yeah.
So we still don't know what the connection between that and the Compound V supply is. So.
Yeah, that's true. So, I don't know. I have no idea. Pop Claw refused to admit that she had told anyone about the Compound V. A-Train did not believe her at all. But yeah, he made it to get the lady and was just pounding her head against a wall. And Frenchie refused to just leave her alone.
Yep.
So he was like, A-Train! And then, like, all these fans went running down the hallway, and he had to stop beating the girl
stop
up.
beating up the girl.
So she is now gassed. Frenchie's gassed. You know, I thought for a minute they were going to add her to, you know, she could have been a part of their group, like, but apparently she's pretty feral, so I'm not sure.
Where she's going from here, but you know.
I don't know what they're going to do with her.
Maybe the only safe place for her is back in the dungeon.
Maybe
again.
they're going to put her, oh no, they blew that place up with the, like, box they kept translucent in. I was going to say they're going to take her there, but they can't because that place got blown up.
They blew it up.
Yeah. Well, and now the Deep, what's going to happen? The police kind of are going to catch him freeing the dolphin, but the dolphin is dead. So what will happen to the Deep? Is he going to be cast out of the Seven now that he may or may not be shown on the news trying to rescue the dolphins yet killing them at the same time?
And it seems to be the, you know, a lot of the, you know, MO of the show here is, you know, is definitely unintended consequences.
You try to be nice,
you
and
try
then
to do something, and something else totally
horrible
worse
happens.
You know, that seems to be a repeated theme in the show here.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just go straight to like an out. Where was he? Like, come on. He didn't even have like a setup for that dolphin. He just had like a sling and he was watering it. Like, a dolphin needs to be in a nice big watery transport thing. You can't just transport it. Well, you can, but not for long periods of time. I don't know. I was like really hoping he'd free all the animals, but that kind of has come to an end. And then, you know, I was kind of hoping Maeve would speak Homelander into doing it, but he didn't. I thought Maeve was going to choose to go down with the plane. I really did. I thought she was going to be like, you know what? I'm done. This is so stupid that I can't even handle this Homelander guy. I need to, like, just go down with the plane. Boo to you, Homelander.
Yeah, this is now the second plane he's shot down.
Yeah, he's killed a lot of people. Well, the other one was a private jet, so it wasn't as many people, but yeah, it's not exactly like he's saving anyone. Yay, he saved them from the hijackers and then killed them.
All.
Wow, thanks.
Because of his incompetence.
Maybe they would have lived had they been with the hijackers. Maybe. Who knows? I prefer that ending to what really happened to them. Anyway, if you like our videos, please subscribe. Please leave a comment so we can talk about what you say in our next video. And thanks for watching. Bye!